Hey gamers, for the past few years, Cold Wars, one of HMGS East's big three conventions, has been on a hiatus, but it's back. A couple of the Mark's Game Room crew were there to give you a look at Cold Wars 2025. Mark and Alex recorded their thoughts on the convention, but there were some technical issues with the audio, so I am going to take over from them. This video is going to be pretty quick, as Mark is headed to Alabama to interview Henry Sledge, son of Eugene Sledge, known as Sledgehammer in the miniseries The Pacific. Look for that video in June. The convention got into full swing on Friday morning. Overall, we thought it had some good and some not great elements. The best part was it offered a chance to game with friends during that time in the winter when there's not much happening. For us, there were a few standout games, including this highly detailed Stalingrad factory. If you looked around, there were all kinds of interesting details. It was a great setting for a bolt-action game. There was an epic-looking Viking raid game with an entire fleet of longboats and a village full of loot. This setup for the Battle of Fort Mercer included a flotilla of Continental gunboats. Absolutely beautiful. There was also this massive Iwo Jima game which depicted the entire island and was run as an anniversary event. Unfortunately, this game was in a separate hotel and was strictly defined. If it was in the main ballroom, it would have been a much bigger showpiece. This area of the convention had a great ancient game sponsored by Lord America and some Civil War and World War II naval games. Attendance seemed light on Friday, with it peaking on Saturday morning. Here is a look at the main ballroom over the course of the convention. One of the reasons we all love these conventions, if for the shopping. Cold Wars had the flea market and dealers in a separate facility that you needed to walk or drive to. The building was in the midst of renovation, so not the greatest space. It was pretty rough. The dealer area was also light as compared to other conventions. There were perhaps 20 different vendors, but the flea market was exceptional.
Alex, what do you think of the flea market?
Hey, it's really big this year. For Cold Wars, I'm surprised how many vendors guys are selling. I haven't been over to the vendor area, but this side is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
The hotel rooms were pretty basic and clean, but a little rundown. If you are looking to make a bigger trip out of Cold Wars and maybe visit the nearby Gettysburg Battlefield Park, you might want to take advantage of one of the newer hotels or an Airbnb in the area. So that's a quick look at Cold Wars 2025. It was a fun weekend of miniatures gaming, if a little on the small side for one of the bigger conventions. Mark's Game Room has some big projects in the works, so please stay tuned and join us for our live stream on the second Thursday of every month. Please subscribe to not miss any of our new videos and exciting projects. As always, we appreciate your support.